Hello Cancer, I'm Lucy Ravenstone and welcome to my channel. Hi guys, I'm doing these readings for April in part 1 and part 2, so please check below for part 2 after this. Part 2 is kind of a crossing of energies in the reading that we're just about to do, so really do check it out because I'm kind of loving this. I appreciate all feedback as well. If you could let me know if it's something you're enjoying, etc. Feedback helps me to know whether or not to continue in the future. I am filming at night time, so my lighting, it kind of looks a bit like I'm in a spotlight, and it's stopping at my neck, but I'm improvising, so yeah, here we are. I'm kind of single mom lifing it at the moment, so we're just kind of working with the time we have, and hoping to get all these done. So let's begin for you, Cancer. I'll just move that wire out of the way. Okay, so I'm using 3 decks for this reading specifically. The Everyday Witch, and I can never remember the name of my other cards because I'm good with faces but not with names, and that even applies to my cards as well. So, where is... I'll just put it down over there. I'm not prepared. You're my first set of the videos that I'm recording today. I had a power outage this morning, so it's really delayed my recording, and I have another one on the 31st as well, which means if I had any last minutes to get through, cards are flying for you. They're not, yeah, if I need to do last minute, I'm not going to be able to upload in time, so I'm kind of working with a few little kind of Mercury retrograde style hiccups here, but we're doing what we need to do to get it done, right? And yeah, I'm kind of loving this month. I'm loving this vibe for April. Fire signs have it. I haven't done water sign yet, so let's hope that it's going to be just as cool a month for you guys. And yep, that's all done. Okay, so let's begin. So the first card you have is Judgment Reversed. So when I first looked at this card, I was kind of getting flow coming through, and I kind of get a sense that the judgment aspect of this is kind of... because normally judgment upright is, you know, something has been judged and you kind of on the better side of it. This to me feels like it's a blockage actually. And as I look at the imagery, I will show you. This is the light, because sorry, I'm recording at night time. It's really not practical, but we do what we do. So if you can see, there's flowing, and I think that's where the flow comes from for me as well, but I get the sense of a flow, and you're blocking the flow. She kind of just is giving me tantrum vibes. So I feel like your moods, like check your moods, Cancer. Is there something quite off, and why? And kind of, I feel like assessing that kind of way on could be really beneficial for you. Check your moods. And the mood swings, like when a toddler tantrums, they're overwhelmed with emotion. It kind of puts them in this instant, like, you know, angry, mean kind of situation. I think that's where tantrums coming in, because I feel like perhaps the judgment of others or something coming from all over the place is just putting you in this mood. So why I touched on like lots of things. The next card is 7 of Wands. And it's like a lot of fingers pointing at you, and I feel like you just have a lot of things coming at you at the moment, and it's putting you in this defensive mood. I get this kind of meanness, and this is what's just kind of blocking your flow, your energy, blocking just something in you, that's preventing you from being able to move forward. Let's have a look further into that. So I definitely get this defensive, moody moods from those 2 cards. I'm actually going to pull an Archangel Michael card with them before I move on, actually. Let's see what we got. Pay attention to your dreams. Interesting that would come there. So pay attention to your dreams basically means pay attention to your dreams. That you are being given guidance through your dreams. I feel like for you this could be, you know, trust your intuition. I feel like you're often on point, Cancer. And this mood is just kind of like, I feel like it's blocking. So trust in your guidance, trust in your intuition, trust in yourself. And with this card, it's giving me solar plexus energy. Now this really can affect your flow. If your solar plexus is out of whack, this can kind of affect your connectability, and it can connect to your gut instinct. It can affect, like, well, I mean, when you have a blockage in your chakra, it kind of affects all of them as well. So it really can affect so many things. But to me, this is the like how I view my solar plexus. It is how I connect to the divine from there, and then also my heart chakra. I'm a heart chakra type of gal. But what I'm saying is like the solar plexus is kind of that universal link for us on how we communicate divinely. So check that as well. I kind of feel like this could be, no, this is your blockages. You are blocked up. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. So you really do trust your intuition. I do get this sense of connecting with oneself, and these two cards are saying that, to connect with yourself and trust in yourself. And I feel like this is, like with these moods, you know, you will know insight into what's causing them, or how to go about fixing it, or you know just what I'm talking about basically. I feel like there's a knowing here, there's a wisdom, and you need to trust in that knowing and in that inner wisdom that you're holding. Six of Pentacles is next, and this is a good card. This is, you know, receiving all that you deserve, really, to a degree. Let me have a look what I get from it for you. I am getting a mood behind it, which is kind of coming through, which is kind of weird actually. But I get a sense of you being kind of receptive to love and generosity around you. And this it's kind of weird that it's with the mood, because the mood's overshadowing this for me. I'm just getting mood from the two previous cards, and it's still coming through on the Six of Pentacles. And it's kind of overshadowing your receptivity, because I feel like you're happy enough about what's going on around you, about the love you're receiving. And I do feel like you are receiving love, but there's this moodiness. I do think as well, for women who suffer hormonally, if there's women watching this, I don't attach gender to my cards, so this can apply, but I'm kind of getting this sense of like suffering somewhere, women productively or hormonal, and this really can be something that's affecting your life. So even though you've got great things going on around you, it's really overshadowed perhaps by pain, perhaps by moods, maybe you're menopausal, whichever stage in life that you're at. I do feel like that's something to check in on, and trust your intuition there. If this is something you've been thinking about, and like you've noticed you're being moody, and you're putting two and two together for yourself, but you're like, I just don't know, just go get checked, get your bloods done, go get the tests that you just around your kind of niggling feeling. It may put your mind at ease, at least, like cross off boxes, but I feel that's an avenue to check out, because I feel like you are kind of clicking on to what this may be. Three of Cups and the next column. So Three of Cups is all about kind of a coming together, a collaboration. It feels like family support for you. It's giving me this loving vibes, feminine energy here. Obviously, I don't attach gender, so I do feel like there's feminine energy, perhaps women, but this can be, you know, just someone who exudes feminine energy in a loving, nurturing way, being the support for you. And I feel like it's a supportive group where you are supportive of somebody, and it's like a mutual support here system. So lean on these guys. I feel like this is your key to what will help you get through your moody times. And even this could indicate as well with the Three of Cups, it can indicate like girl time. So this does very much feel like Cancer, that you're going to be, my viewers for Cancer are going to be feminine way on, because I'm just channeling some kind of feminine message here, because I get this sisterhood support. And actually that, like I said, no gender here, because we all have great sisters, whatever gender they are. Actually, I don't. I need my tribe. Come at me. What I'm saying is, like, this is giving me that kind of girl vibe of feminine energy, of coming together, being supportive, going having a girls' night, and just talking through our stuff, like the reasons why you're being moody or just how you're feeling. It just gives me that kind of chin wag kind of vibe, just being helpful for you during this time. They may even be able to relate and resonate with what you're going through as well. Three of Cups is moving on to Three of Pentacles, and actually I'm kind of loving this Three of Cups to Three of Pentacles. It is reverse, so I feel like there really is something here that's like shadowy. And by shadowy I mean kind of like, I guess negative, but it doesn't feel negative. It feels like the mood. I'm getting full mood for you, Cancer. And I just recorded Pisces yesterday, as I was finishing up my fire signs. I thought I'll just do one more sign and I'll get going. I recorded Pisces and it didn't record, so it recorded like 1 minute and then my whole laptop was like, oh, I have no bloody space. So it didn't record, so I take that as an omen that was not meant to happen. It's supposed to happen today. But basically, I was getting moody from water signs. Like fire signs, it's our month, like their month. I'm an earth sign. But for water, like I'm feeling kind of like this is more mellow, moody, melodramatic moodiness. And that's really coming through for you as well. But it's just like a mood. So the Three of Pentacles is giving me like some kind of vibe of not being happy in an aspect of your life. I could say that perhaps you're not getting the income you feel you're worthy of, or you are owed something. It's kind of what I'm getting from this, which is interesting. I feel like you've got something that's supposed to come to you and it's just kind of like you're waiting and you're getting impatient. That's the vibe I would get from that Three of Pentacles, which is quite interesting. Seven of Swords flows after that, and this is about sneaky behavior. So I definitely feel like you're owed something, and there's something sneaky about this, like manipulative maybe, and perhaps this is the key to what's dragging you down, because I definitely sense that there's somebody that's being the creator of your mood. And I feel like they are armed with kind of an arsenal. They're armed with all these kind of reasons. They can be excuses, they can be manipulations. I definitely feel as a person creating has this arsenal of toxic kind of vibes here. So be wary of that. I'm going to pull Archangel Michael's. Oh, I'm going to pull 3 Archangel Michael cards because I want to say 3, so that's meant to be. Okay, interesting. Okay, we're pulling 4 apparently. Because the third one was 2 together. Interesting. Okay. So we have explore your options, which means don't rush into anything, and kind of explore your options. Instantly, as I've just finished saying that, I kind of get this sense of like with that manipulative person, don't take rash action against them, as it will probably not be in your best interest. I am getting the kind of stay seated but ride the ride. I hope that makes sense to you, Cancer. So don't rush into anything, don't make any decisions, just ride the ride and explore your options. It does mean that there's more than one option, so don't rush into anything. By all means you can make a decision, it's just saying don't rush into it and explore your options. But yeah, ride the ride is coming through for that. The next one is the person you're asking about is trustworthy. So this comes to sort of say, you know, the person inquiring, I do not feel like the person who's manipulative is trustworthy. I don't feel like that's what this card is saying. I feel like what it is saying is that the situation that this person has put on you, you can trust in that process. It's what I actually feel like with this. I really do feel like this is a process. Now it does say you do have the sense of humor card with this, so it is about looking from different perspectives. So I do feel like when with this situation that has that manipulative, that secrecy, that kind of hidden agenda to it, is realizing that this person or this situation is coming from a different place than you. So they're not necessarily doing it to be evil, as we can often feel like those situations are evil. It's kind of like seeing it from a different perspective might help you to get through this. For example, and I will use the vindictive kind of person as an example. So they are basically kind of narcissists, basically, so everything is for self. However, in their mind, because they are narcissistic, they're doing the right thing. They are right. It's their best interest. It's good for everybody else because obviously they know what's best, right? So it's kind of looking at it from their perspective, is they're not doing it actually to cause you trouble. It does do that, and they don't care whether it does or not. But it's kind of just exploring that alter side to sort of not take it personally. I feel like it's hard not to, because when you're dealing with a narcissist, like that is just, in your face, it's hurtful, it's damaging, and that's where we have to protect our energy with this. Romance and angels are helping you, so you do have loving support with this as well. You are surrounded by love and support, which does indicate the Six of Pentacles, that you have that loving support and abundance around you. Focus on that for sure. Allow that to be what drives you and not the negative. So with this mood, if this mood is around this sort of situation, like, yeah, it's about changing perspective and make sure that you are not allowing that narcissistic personality to rule your life. And I feel like that they could potentially have been doing that for quite some time. And yeah, it's time for you to put that to rest now. Okay. Ace of Wands is next. Ace of Wands, like, I love aces actually, because I feel like it's a spark of something new. It's a spark of direction. This definitely feels like movement for you. So hopefully this is you've worked upon all of that blockage in with the moon, because this is kind of feels unblocking. There is smoke here, and I do feel like cleanse your energy and protect your energy is a major kind of vibe for me. I'm vibing for you. It's just like, check yourself, cleanse your energy, rebuild up those barriers, and make sure you're protecting yourself and your own energy. This is giving me movement and kind of interest, going for something that you are interested in. I feel like a direction to go in would be to explore those options. Yeah, because I kind of get a hobby coming through this. Like, that could be helpful for you, I don't know. But I'm getting that vibe of like a hobby being something that can help you. And it could be a surprise for you actually. Could be help you in a surprising way. Maybe this could be lucrative for you, or maybe it does help clear an energy that you didn't realize that's all it took, was to take some time for yourself to explore your own hobbies. But it feels like this whole action in this Ace of Wands is clearing something. It feels like it's surprising. Surprising and easy, I want to say. Yeah, maybe some of you easy, because I'm not fully getting easy through. It's kind of very mildly in there. But it just feels like this is going to help unblock something. Okay, so for some of you, this may also, I can't think of the word. So this may make it the narcissist react in a certain way as well. This could be a surprise reaction that you weren't expecting. So be aware with that. That's kind of strange that that came through for that card. With all that other vibe as well. Obviously, this is a generalized reading for all of the Cancer Arians coming through, so take from it what you will, because I definitely feel there's multi-layers here and different messages for different Cancerians. Next card is Three of Swords reversed. So the Three of Swords is giving me like knives to the heart is in this. I will show you that. It is reversed. It's giving me that kind of, so I'm getting Three Swords from through the heart here. So it does feel like that this is causing you a lot of tension. Let's have a look. And weirdly, in both of these, something about writing a journal or a diary is coming through. I noticed that in the previous one. I just didn't take notice to it. And I'm really noticing the journal in this imagery as well. Okay, maybe secrets revealed, or be careful with what somebody else can read or find out. To do with something to do with a journal, or something about, or like a writing, like maybe a words as well. This can be a communication, like text messages, or like someone kind of discovering those things or being able to use that against you. So be careful. Interesting. Yeah, somebody's passing on messages or information about you. And next we have Three of Cups. Now we had somewhere, what did we have? So we had Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles. Now we have Three of Swords to the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is reversed here. So this may be a friend. Someone who you think is a friend is the one that's passing on messages to the situation that is the narcissistic situation or the negative situation. So if it's not a person, though I'm vibing that really greatly, if it is more a toxic situation, there's somebody here that's their problem, that's kind of passing on, kind of betraying you. I feel like a betrayal here. And yeah, and it feels like something you've confided and it's going, and you've confided and they've used your words against you, basically. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. That's very interesting. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for that as well. Archangel Michael for this column. Self-respect. So make sure you're respecting yourself. Get your boundaries in check. I really feel like with that smoke, where I said about cleansing your energy and make sure you're protecting yourself, definitely do. And act weird. So think who you're sharing your words with. Be wisely. Prayer will help you with this situation. It means that, you know, you are divinely guided here. Trust your instincts, but lean on others for support. So I feel like even though you're being betrayed, there's people around you who you can still trust. This is supposed to happen. It's part of your path. This is your life purpose has come through. So even though being betrayed is not nice, it is supposed to happen. Perhaps it's supposed to open your eyes to the people you're surrounding yourself with, or it is going to create a movement either way, because you have movement here, and you felt blocked over here and now you don't. So perhaps this is going to be surprising in a sense of gaining clarity somewhere, because I definitely get this sense of it unblocking you from your mood. Could actually be that you explode. Instead of keeping the mood in, you're now allowing it out, which is, you know, you're supposed to flow with your energy, with your emotions, and not just keep them blocked in. So sometimes a good outburst is, you know, helpful, gets movement, even if we don't like doing it. Next column is giving me better energy, and that's how I'm kind of visualizing this. Like you're trapped, this situation is giving you just all these bad feels, and somebody is just manipulating and making something harder. You're going to have a betrayal, and watch what you say and who you trust, but there are friends to lean on, and this leads you to the King of Pentacles. Now the King of Pentacles, he is the leader of his abundance. He is where he is because of the efforts he's put into it. And I feel like this is actually it. It's like you're going to realize that you can rely on yourself and that you don't need to rely on others to get you to where you are. And I feel like you need to realize that wherever you've been, it's, you know, you yourself have got yourself there. And I know that sounds lonely, but it's not. I feel like this is an empowering moment for you, is realizing that you are where you are because of yourself. There's mountains ahead, so I feel like this is you ready to start a journey, ready to move forward. So it could be that you're ready to move on from this, and it's definitely giving me those vibes. And it feels like putting an end to this forever is the vibe I'm getting. So I feel like this is just what you need to really kind of shift things, and that's what 2022 is all about. It's about kind of bringing things to the surface that shows us what we need to get rid of, or how to be more authentic to ourselves. And this is what this feels like for me. It's coming into that place where you are unraveling and opening up, and you are standing tall now. This next card is Two of Cups reverse. So I feel like what you're wanting is deeper connections. That the Two of Cups is soulmate energy. Now it is reversed. I feel like this is a desire for yours, is you want this deeper connection. And this can, I feel like friendship wise, this is more so rather than love. It's giving me more that you kind of want to have like a soul sister connection. And I feel like it's an area that you're craving for. Yeah, it's like a sisterhood, and I just feel like there's something like a focus here that you want to focus on. It could be somebody specifically bringing you both closer together, but I feel like it's within your wants to do so, or find that somebody interesting. Change your friends circle. I feel like as in okay, I got change your friend circle, but it's giving me this kind of vibe as like something different, like moving away from a certain group in order to meet this connection, or in order to connect deeper, because I feel like you may actually already be connected with this person. It is kind of deepening, and the way to do that is to move away, which I feel like is in this month, is you're moving away from something for sure. And you're ending on the King of Wands. You have 2 kings in this final column, and that is so strong. King energy is where we want to be. This is dominant energy. This is us being leader. This is us kicking butt. So you have the King of Abundance, and you have the King of the King of Passion and Creativity. So I definitely get this sense of drive for you, and the drive for you to grow something as well. It is giving me, instead of, like, he has the moodiness behind him as well, and it's giving me this being more driving now, so it's no longer blocking you, it's fueling you. Your kind of emotions have gone from getting in your way to being what is a good fuel to push you forward. So if you are angry at anybody and frustrated with things, use that to fuel you to move forward. I definitely feel a sense of taking action here, and you trusting in yourself. And he's giving me this smug look as well. I will show you. He's giving me this smug look that's all like, you know, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm good. And that's what I'm feeling for you. And yeah, you're growing something. I can see it. You're on a journey now, and you're taking those steps forward. And it feels, as I'm ending this, it started off kind of like where I felt in this really blocked stench, because this is how I do readings and how I kind of channel, is I kind of feel with the journey. And right now, toward the end of this, did the lights just flash? And toward the end of this, my vibes are feeling like that thrill of excitement of things to come. So please check out part 2. This is part 1. I think I forgot to say that in the beginning of this reading. I'm doing part 1 and 2 for this month, so please leave feedback below if you liked this idea of part 1 and 2. But part 2 is going to be crossing energies of this exact reading, so it'll give you further insight to the energies that are crossing you, that's influencing you in these areas. I will just quickly pull another Archangel Michael card for this final column. Have confidence, and that's exactly what it's giving me. This final column is confidence, and this is a card that sort of says, let go of your worries, have confidence, because you are on the right path and you know what to do. And that is what I'm vibing for you, Cancer. So thank you very much. Please check out part 2, because honestly, I have found that they do give us a nice in-depth energy to this exact reading. So check it out. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you next month.